Hey there, welcome to Gear Talk Sunday, episode 4. And it may not be Gear Talk Sunday. Sometimes it's on a Thursday, but it's, I think I'm just going to start calling it Gear Talk, just Gear Talk, not Sunday. But so here's Gear Talk. So anyway, I'm getting pretty excited. I'm getting close to finalizing my first limited edition fiber-based print. This is what they look like before they're sepia toned. I still have some work to do on this one, but I'm dialing it in and it's getting there. And this is the negative scanned and printed in an inkjet printer, and there's really no comparison. So I mean, inkjet printers are nice, it's great for color, but silver just reflects light differently than ink. There's no question about that. So yeah, so fiber-based double weight, you just can't beat it. A lot of work though. It's taken me a couple of weeks so far to dial in this darkroom. Anyway, today's topic is the so the reason I'm showing you these fiber-based prints is because today's topic is the Versalab print washer, $350 off of eBay, and basically it's they're the last man standing, because I don't know of anyone else that still makes a archival print washer. And the Versalab's great. It took the shipping took a while. Let me get it fired up here. So I got it hooked up to this sink, and that's about right there. And so the shipping took a while. It took about 2-3 weeks, maybe 4, but no big deal. I mean, it showed up when it showed up, and they said it was going to take a while. So basically, the water goes in here, and it squirts out. There's a bar that squirts jets into each one of these dividers. The prints, these bars hold the print under the water. The prints slide down into the slots. I think there's 14 slots, and there's a tube. This is the outflow tube. This is a tube. This tube here is the overflow tube in case something gets clogged. But the way this works is this is a siphon. This tube goes all the way down to the bottom. Again, hypo is supposed to be heavier than water. So the idea is you want to suck the water. Your exhaust water wants to come from the bottom. And there's a little hole right there in the siphon tube. And there's a little plug right here. And I'm not sure why you'd want to plug that, but if you plug that, then the siphon really doesn't regulate the water flow, and if your faucet's running too much, it's really hard to regulate the flow that way. This hole in the top is actually designed to regulate the water flow. So what happens is, it as you can see what it's doing right now, it stops, the water rises up, and it plugs the hole, and then the siphon works more efficiently and fills up 100%. And then if when the water level drops down, the hole lets air in, which cuts the siphon back, which it maintains the water level. And it took me a while to figure that out, a couple of printing sessions. I was really trying to dial in the faucet and get it exact, and you don't have to do that. The hole, leaving that hole open, it really works a treat. So that's the key to working with the siphon. The thing comes, I mean, the tub is a tub. The thing, all this inside part all comes unassembled and flat, and it was no big deal. It took about 10 minutes to screw everything together, and it's really ingeniously made, and it's well made. It's not as pretty as those clear lucite ones that like Zone 6 used to make, or I forget, Seagull used to make one, etc. But this is the business. I mean, this will last forever, and it works great. And what's really nice about this one, I used to have, I think it was called the Echo Wash. The problem with the Echo Wash is the water would go in one end and it would come out the other end, and you had to put it in a darkroom sink. And if you didn't put it in a darkroom sink, you couldn't use it. This is actually much better for my purposes. So why do you want an archival washer like this? Well, if you're trying to print fiber-based prints, you have to wash them, and you have to wash them properly, and you have to wash them for like an hour. And that's just the bottom line. The fiber-based prints really, if you're going to do it right and you're going to do it to archival standards, you've got to have a print washer. It just makes life so much easier. You can do it in a tray, and you can test and all this, but the bottom line is you fire this thing up, you put your prints in it, you let them sit for an hour when you're done, and then remember now, this has been washed for an hour, and it's good to go, but now it needs to be toned. And when I'm toning this, so I'm going to stick it back in here for 10 minutes to get it wet, and then I'm going to tone it, and then I'm going to wash it again for another hour. So the print washers are really kind of important for fiber-based prints, particularly if you're going to do sepia and sulfide and selenium toning on top of everything else. Because you're really, each print probably gets washed for about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. So it just, doing one at a time in a tray. Here it's peace of mind because each print, you can do up to 14 prints, and each print has an individual slot. It's not going to get damaged, and it's going to be washed properly. And that's the bottom line. So I'm really excited. I think that this is going to be, I'm going to find out this afternoon. I'm going to print some more of these and see where we're at. And then I'm going to start toning them. But I'm pretty excited. I think that's going to be that's going to be my first real limited edition. And when that comes out, I will let everybody know, and I'll make a video on the limited edition and its availability. So anyway, that's the Versalab archival print washer, and you can get these up on eBay, and they ship from New Mexico, and for $350 it's I'm just glad they still make the thing. I'm glad I can still get one. It works great, and it's a great piece of kit. So that's Gear Talk episode 4. Edward Thomas, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye.